Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Grade 8 Events. I'm your host, Delaney Hall. So happy to be here with you all yet again on another wonderful Thursday. I was going to say it's beautiful outside. I guess it is to some people. I know we've been dealing with a lot of the rain, and the big talker this morning are those levels on the James River, but sounds like we're going to be seeing some sunshine here very shortly. So just in time for all of our Grade 8 events. The main event that I highlighted this week is the 40th annual Lebanese Food Festival down in the west end of Henrico, right at St. Anthony Catholic Church on Sadler Road. This is actually a festival that I grew up going to my entire life. We lived in that area growing up, and so it was a really fun way as a family to kind of spend some time together. So this is all happening, actually starts tomorrow. These are some photos that I actually took this week of some of the offerings. So this is a box of their dessert sampler and some traditional kibbe, some of their meat, and I can't remember, maybe spinach pies there, grape leaves. This church spends months preparing. They actually started cooking everything in February, and then a lot of what they cook and serve in the next 3 days are made fresh to order, and they're made right on site, which is pretty incredible. I should probably say when this is all happening. So this is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 11 to 10, Friday and Saturday. 10 to 8 on Sunday. You're going to find, like in the title, traditional Lebanese food, dancing, entertainment. And the menu there's some new additions this year, I'm told. There's a new dessert, a new pastry, and they're offering ice cream with some Lebanese toppings. So we'll have to figure that out. I believe last year, the new dish that they tried out was the Lebanese potato salad. And I'm told it sold pretty well, and a lot of people liked it, which is great. And just for some interesting facts, so we actually went to the church yesterday, and these are some of the volunteers from the church that prepare some of the shish kebabs for this weekend. They skewer 3,000 pounds of tenderloin for their shish kebabs. Everything is skewered by hand, obviously, and they have a guide actually that they follow to make sure every shish kebab is consistent. They make 10 miles of grape leaves, 2,000 pounds of syrup for the zalabia, which is like those donuts, those hot donuts. If you've ever been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It has its own separate table in the corner. 1,500 pounds of baked kibbe, which are the classic meat triangles that you can get. So they spend months and months preparing for this and make thousands and thousands of pounds of food. They are so excited this year. I actually talked to a couple of folks yesterday, but we're about to hear from Nicole Sawyer, who's a volunteer. She says, there's generations and generations of people at this church. I believe they have 4 generations there, that everything from the small kiddos dancing to being in the kitchen, it is truly a family affair. And she breaks down some of the new entertainment this year. So let's take a listen.
Our 40th celebration, we're going to be celebrating with, of course, our Saloon family. And in between their numbers, we're going to have the Tony Michael Band from Washington, D.C. And we're going to do that as a celebration of our 40th. And they'll be playing all 3 days, Friday, Saturday.
So she has been helping, and it has been hard at work as well. So for this festival, if you've ever been in that area recently down in Sadler Road, that entire road is actually under construction right now. So they are offering a different parking situation. So they're offering free off-site parking at the Markel building on Highwoods Parkway. It's just around the corner. They're going to have free shuttles running every 30 minutes to drop you off right at the church. And if you take the shuttle, you get a free coupon for a piece of dessert. So you don't have to worry about your car getting stuck in the mud, and you get a free dessert. So I think that's a pretty good deal. But if you want to, if you can't make it in person, actually, this is something that I have always loved about this festival as well. You can order online and you can go and pick it up. So it says online orders can be scheduled 24 hours in advance. So this is pretty great. It has all the prices and everything you needed. Cheese pies, one of my favorites. My husband loves the shish kebabs. You can tell we go here every year. And of course, the food is delicious, but the people who prepare it and are there and a part of this church and prepare everything, they're just as fabulous. So they are so excited to serve their community once again. That is the 40th annual Lebanese Food Festival. I do have some elements running tonight in some of the evening shows if you want to learn more about it. And I have a full write-up online that I'll be posting as well. Okay, that's the 40th annual Lebanese Food Festival. Let's go to our list. So another big event happening this weekend is Dominion Energy River Rock down at the riverfront. It's the biggest outdoor sports and music festival happening in Richmond, Friday to Sunday. Think about all the things you can do outside in one location. So there's different areas that you can either watch or participate in. There's more than 30 events that you can participate in throughout the weekend, from art, fishing, mountain biking, music, paddling, trail running, yoga. This is also, I believe, where the famous dog jumps are. That always a hit every single year when the dogs kind of jump in the water and fetch for something. So it's pretty cute. They do have a website, riverrockrva.com. They have a full schedule of events and demos that you can register for and sign up for online in advance. I highly recommend doing that just so you can have an idea of when things are happening and when you can do them, basically. I did want to look up, I regret to tell, yes. Okay. So I did look up the parking information. Obviously, because it's a pretty congested area down there, try to carpool, try to take a ride share if you can. There is street parking, but it's pretty limited. There is event parking at the RMA parking lot by 9th, 10th, Bird and Canal Streets. And the James parking decks, the Federal Reserve decks, open for event parking. Just know that if you do not ride share or carpool, there's gonna be a lot of people downtown. So just have a plan ready, just so you are not caught off guard. The best event location, if you're doing a ride share, that kind of thing, is 501 Tredegar Street. It'll drop you off right there and you kind of figure out where you want to go from there. But that is River Rock. I feel like we could talk about it forever because it is so popular and so well loved. And I know a lot of people look forward to it every year. Okay, so we have the RVA Taco Festival on Sunday at Hardywood, West Creek, not to be confused with a different Hardywood. I believe that's in Richmond. So this is at the Hardywood location. That's 820 Sanctuary Trail Drive in Richmond from 12 to 6 on Sunday. You're going to find lots of food trucks, tacos, musical acts, and of course, Hardywood beer. This actually benefits Safe Harbor, so they're asking for a suggested $10 donation. That goes to helping domestic violence survivors and human trafficking and sexual assault survivors as well. So, if you want tacos and to support a good cause, I think that's one that will probably tally and hit all of those boxes for you. Lastly, the Fan Art Stroll is actually happening today and tomorrow from 4 to 8. It's hosted by the Fan District Association. Basically, the path you're going to do is the 2000 to 2500 block of Hanover Avenue and the 2200 to 2500 block of Grove Avenue. And when I tell you the list of vendors that they have is pretty incredible, I'm just going to show you because I don't even know if you'll be able to see it really well, but just the sheer amount is, I mean, look at that. And it's broken down by Hanover Avenue and Grove Avenue, which I believe, yeah, I mean, it's literally, that's crazy. So this is where you can find any of the vendors or artists that you're looking for. It's a good way to have the community all together, of course, and support local businesses, that kind of thing. You'll find earrings, mixed media, fine art and textiles, oil paintings. This says whimsical chairs. I mean, I'm just taking a look here. So it's pretty incredible the amount of people that they have that will come out for this. Yeah, so that's today and tomorrow from 4 to 8. I know that the weather has been a little dicey a couple days, so hopefully whether you're going today to this or wherever in the next couple of days, please play it safe, of course. With the high river levels, we actually did have a story this morning about River Rock. They are monitoring inclement weather and making sure that everyone's going to be safe out there with these high river levels, so they wouldn't put you in a situation that they think is dangerous or anything like that. I know that was kind of short, but I feel like we had a lot of big events happening this weekend in a good way. It's finally starting to warm up, and I know people are itching to get outside. So if you have an event you want us to learn more about, please send us an email at news@wrac.com. We'd love to hear about it. We're also doing live interviews on our show 8 News at 9. So if you'd like to be interviewed live on TV, you can shoot us an email at interview@wrac.com, and we'll see if it's a good fit for our show. But for now, I hope you have a great weekend. Eat some good Lebanese food. Get outside if you